So I'm asking the questions on behalf of the teen girls group. Sorry. We had a Dharma sharing yesterday and a few questions came up. So the first question was about true love and the third mindfulness training. And how do you know if you love someone truly?
So just to repeat the question, this came from a Dhamma sharing of the teens yesterday. It's about the third mindfulness training. How do you know when you truly love someone?
So the sister thinks that I'm a specialist. Yeah, if I have encountered really true love, if I know what was love, I wouldn't be here as a monk. Huh? So in Vietnamese, we have a saying that the heart has its reasons that the brain doesn't have. That means that we, in love, we always have the language, the heart language, and we have the reflections, the brain, the reasoning. You understand what I mean? So I think in love, first, when you fall in love, you don't know why. Is that true? You understand? So we know by intuition that is we really love this person, right? We cannot bring reasons that make that we think that we love him. That's because we just love, because we just think that, we feel that is this person that we love truly. So this is the first step that we cannot avoid, that true love needs first intuition. But to make it a true love, that means that true love needs to bring happiness and joy. Then we need more than intuition, because intuition alone, perception, intuition and perception is quite similar, could lead us to a lot of misunderstanding, and then if we misunderstand, if we are not if we don't understand, then that can lead to suffering. Because if we don't understand the other person, then we can do things, we can act, we can say things that can hurt the other person. And if we understand the other person, then we will know how to make him happy, and really happy, and not we think that he would be happy if we do such a thing. So true love, for me, it needs for sure the intuition, the feeling, and then we need also the understanding. That is at least half, or if we are more sensitive, we are more in the balance of we function with the heart, more than with the brain, then that could be 70-30, but at least we need to cultivate some percentage of understanding. So we, thanks to the practice of mindfulness, then we will be able to listen carefully to the other person, to the one we love, to know what he needs, what he really needs, and what is his deepest aspiration. And also, but to be able to do that, we need to be able to listen also to ourselves, to know what we need and what is our deepest aspiration also, so that we will be able to share to the other person. So we need to share, we need that practice of looking deeply and listening deeply to ourselves, to the other person, to have the perspective from our own and from the perspective of the other person. So that we will be able to share with him and be able to listen to what he is sharing, so that we can avoid to water the seeds of anger, the seeds of jealousy or things like that in the other person. And in the contrary, we will learn in the daily life how to water the seeds of joy, of trust in the other person. So I must confess that when I was younger, I didn't know the practice, and by intuition, I fell in love with the other lady, the other girl, but she neither know also to practice true love. Both of us, we didn't know. So we water each other a lot of seeds of jealousy, of mistrust, and things like that. And the result is we went through a lot of suffering. So I think if now I have to begin again, I would know how to water good seeds. Huh? But that doesn't mean that I want to have a partner now. Huh? But I'm very glad that you come to Plum Village and you learn those practices that first allowed you to understand yourself. I think the main point is first to understand ourselves, so that we can avoid a lot of suffering to ourselves and to make others suffer. So in conclusion, true love, only you know that this is true love, because it's intuition. But we need to build up, true love needs also to be built up in a daily life for it to flourish as a beautiful flower. Because that could start like a true love, like a flower, but then it could fade if we don't practice selective watering in our daily life. So good luck. Thank you.
I like to, Lila, I like to share from a perspective of a nun. You just heard from a monk. And also to add on to what he said, too. How do you know if you love someone truly? I think this question has to phrase in a way that directs back to us. It's like, do I love myself truly? Because to be able to love someone truly, you have to know how to love yourself. Because sometimes we think we know how to love other people, or we're loving ourselves, but we don't really know how to love ourselves. And so it's important to learn how to love ourselves. Understanding is a big part of it. Loving ourselves is to understand ourselves. Only when we understand ourselves that we can really love ourselves and accept ourselves completely. I found it really difficult to accept ourselves completely. And it's a practice, and that we have to accept ourselves, the good part of us, but the not so good part of us that we have to accept too, because there's a lot of things in us that it's difficult to accept, things that have been transmitted to us maybe from our parents or our ancestors. And so it's important to be able to accept ourselves, love ourselves. And that helps us to understand deeply who we are. And only when we can love ourselves in that way that we can love other people in that way. And in love, it's important to have to always keep communication open. Because it's through communication, honest, deep communication coming from the heart, that we understand who the other person is. Because maybe we think we understand, but maybe it's only our perception of who that person is. So it's always important to keep communication open and to listen deeply. And it's through communication that we understand, and it's with understanding that we can love. We can love that person. So thank you.